Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. It's been a minute since I've done a YouTube video. Life has been lifing. I don't know if you can tell by my shirt, but it is currently Halloween. So I'm doing two clients who are doing sugar skulls for a Dia De Los Muertos festival here in Atlanta. So it's after Halloween on November 2nd. So today's Halloween. I'm gonna practice the look because I haven't done like a face paint or like special effects makeup in a long time, just mainly beauty makeup. So I wanted to test out some of my materials because I have face paint that I haven't used in a little while. And that's how I do with my gigs. Like whenever I have something that I'm kind of like, it's a little bit extra, I like to prepare. I like to practice on myself if possible. I have, like I said, my Graftobian water activated face paints here, as well as some regular makeup. I'm gonna try to get all my materials together. I'm sitting at my kitchen table. Unfortunately, my son is sick. My 3-year-old Trey, he has a stomach flu of some sort. Started out with minor fever and then it's like throwing up. So he's sitting on the couch. If he feels somewhat better, I'm gonna try to maybe just push him around in the umbrella stroller for Halloween, poor little guy. So I'm gonna show you some of the things I got from Walmart. I bought these stick-on rhinestones from like the craft section. I got some rhinestones. These are craft rhinestones, but they're adhesive gemstones. So I would stick these on potentially with eyelash glue, not just using this. So what I'm gonna do is I have this, and I have a whole bunch of brushes here, and I have water, and I have a towel, a black towel, to kind of keep it clean, try not to make too big of a mess. Yeah, so I have, some of these are actually FX brushes, like face painting brushes. And like I said, I'm gonna dip it in some water just to kind of get it going and like turn it into paint from like a full dry cake. And the thing about face paint like this is that it actually is hygienic, even though it's like we're dripping in here. You can just literally wipe off the top layer, because I thought about that when I was like using it for like kid face painting and all that. So I'm going to start by just drawing my circle. So how about this? I'm just going to mark, kind of like do symmetry, connect the dots. And I'm just trying to go into like a smooth motion. So the good thing about this is with face paint, you can just take a wipe, like a baby wipe, and just clean the edges like this. So I don't know, it might make sense to do the white around this. Let's try that. See, we're just troubleshooting here. I'm just gonna wipe this off. Okay, let's do this again. So instead of taking this black, I'm gonna take a bigger brush, and then I'm gonna put like white, like just over this part. So here's my white. The key is it can't be too wet or too dry. So you kind of have to get the right consistency. All right, so I'm gonna do half of my face because I'm not doing the whole thing for time purposes. Smooth, even coat. Get like a flat brush, and also use that to help blend it out like this, because it doesn't have to be opaque white for this. It can just be kind of like a sheer white. But what else is going on? You might have heard from some of my other videos I've done that I'm kind of back on like my keto, tracking my macros and stuff like that, because I definitely gained some weight over the last year. And I'm happy to say that I'm down 10 pounds, y'all. Just by tracking my macros and carb tracker, which is what I've always used. I signed up for the premium this time. The only thing that changed was like, I'm intermittent fasting, so I'm not eating all day. But it hasn't been that bad because I'm used to doing this. It's not like, it's my first time, my first rodeo. So I know this works for me. And then once I'm to my goal, I'll kind of like increase my calories. You know, kind of like make it more sustainable. But I gotta get over the hump. I want to lose at least 5 more pounds. 10 would be kind of pushing it. That would be like a pretty low weight for me. I really want to just lose 5 pounds so I can kind of fit into my clothes better and feel like I'm where I was. Okay, so yeah, not too bad. It's like a sheer white, like I said. I'm gonna paint on it so it doesn't have to be like perfect. All right, now we're gonna go back to the black, and instead of using that first brush I used, I'm gonna go to a smaller brush because I feel like that first brush wasn't giving me precision. So we're going back to the black. In terms of, you know, I'm gonna use my eyebrow as the top, and I'm just freehanding it this time. Oh yeah, in terms of working out, I've been doing the same thing. Sydney Cummings, that's my girl, you know that. Going to the YMCA, to their fitness classes. Usually I'll add in one of their fitness classes like 2 to 3 times a week. So I'll do 2-a-days on some days. And I know that's kind of a lot, but I really enjoy those YMCA classes. Are fun to me. It's like not, it's something outside of what I typically do. So it kind of keeps it fresh. So I do a lot of like the Sydney Cummings weightlifting strength, and then I'll do like kickboxing or like kind of full body, like light weights mixed with cardio strength at the Y. And I've been really liking it. And the cool thing is when you work out and you track it in that carb tracker app, it deducts some calories and carbs, so you can actually eat a little bit more, which I'm like, cool. And I really enjoy it. So, all right, so here's the outline. Now I'm gonna do like a smoky eye, but with pink. So I'm gonna take the pink face paint, and I'm gonna go to a smaller brush, get this activated. And then I'm just kind of, I'm not going exactly from the into a picture, which I'll try to put a picture of it up. I'm just kind of using that as like inspo, literally. So I'm going to take not a blender, but like a rounded brush with a that's smaller with the face paint, and then I'm just going to kind of come in here and here underneath the eye, and then I'm going to use this to kind of smoke out, fill in this part white, but make it more dry. I'm going to kind of paint it right over it. See, I'm just trying to fade that, make it look like a highlight. So that's the eye. I will add lashes definitely to glam up the eye. Let's move to the forehead. I'm going to do like a little flower design here. It's been a good month for me makeup wise, client wise. And now I'm gearing up to do another class at IMA in November. So I have this month off, which is nice. Okay, that's crooked, but it's okay. Okay, so that part is an upside down heart. This one is supposed to kind of extend out like some petals. I'm gonna make a line here. It's so hard to freehand this, but I'm just gonna do my best. Did I tell you what Bella is for Halloween? She's a mermaid again. I'm pretty sure she was a mermaid last year for her school book day. That's what they call it. They don't call it Halloween dress up. They call it book day. So that way, I think that's smart, because that way people, one, don't dress up in crazy, scary costumes. And if you don't celebrate it, you know, that's another good thing. So you don't feel like you're missing out on Halloween. We have a Halloween costume that we bought we didn't buy it. We got it as a gift last year. See, that's not symmetrical, but I'll make it more symmetrical the day of. So she had a a mermaid birthday party last year. And as a gift, someone gifted her a really beautiful Halloween costume, mermaid costume, but it didn't fit her at the time. But now that she's a year older, it fits. So it's a really nice Ariel kind of costume. All right, I'm drawing the nose cavity. It's just some shapes. We're going to get it on the cheeks. Do a little flower design again. Maybe I need to switch to a smaller brush for this. Right here, I'm going to do like a little circle, and then we're going to draw. And it's not completely symmetrical, this little flower design that I'm using from the inspo picture. And it kind of connects to the cheek here. We'll do a point here, just to kind of make it a little bit more fancy. I'm gonna figure this out, but I'm glad I'm workshopping it. Okay, so for the actual inside of the flowers, we're going to go more pink. I'm gonna take this guy, paint the inside of this. So the good thing about face paint is you can cover some of the other lines, like the black that was like too big right there, by just going over it with another color. And like I said, my mirror is kind of far away, so I'm trying to just do this as best I can and come in and just kind of go like this. Like just draw like little lines, like a little, not great, but you know, it's getting there, like a little flourish. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, let me do the same thing with the dark pink right here. Okay, I have a couple exciting gigs coming up. One of them I had to sign an NDA for, but it's with a big brand, like a holiday event, so that's super exciting. I'm waiting for the contract on that. Have a wedding that I'm gonna probably be doing, my first African wedding, which I'm excited about. Have a trial coming up for that. Let's come in with that smaller black brush, and I'm gonna grab a mirror so I could actually see what I'm doing here. And then I'm going to balance my pinky for a little bit more precision. Oh Lord. I think it's all about the choice of brush you use, right? So let's get in with that light pink again. And like I said, we're just going to kind of get a little bit of dimension going on in here. So what I'm gonna do is place it like right on the edge like that. So I would use the pink for this, and I'm just gonna go around the whole thing. So anyways, I'm gonna do her at 8 a.m. I don't usually do early morning unless they specifically request it. My clock normally opens up at 10, but 8 a.m. is the earliest I go without charging an early morning fee. All right, that actually kind of worked out, surprisingly. Like, it's a little bit gappy right there, but that definitely jazzed it up. I think I'm gonna put like yellow right here. That makes sense because it's a flower. I have smaller ones too. Okay, so I'm gonna do that from 8 to 9:30. Then I have to rush and head to the Gas South Arena, which is in Duluth, which is northern Atlanta, which is like a 40-minute drive from my makeup studio, to do a fitness competition. So it's like they're getting makeup, these fitness models, like bodybuilding. So anyways, this is my first time doing makeup for a fitness competition. The lady who found me, she actually has other makeup artists already, but they're so booked with the fitness models that they need more makeup artists. And she probably found me on Google. And then she wants me to do every client in 45 minutes, like 45 minutes, next 45 minutes. So really it's like I have 40 minutes to do the makeup and like 5 minutes to transition, or however I want to manage that, which is a little bit shorter than I usually do it. I usually try to book at least an hour. That's what I usually do with bridal. But this is kind of going to be quick makeup. She said normally for those competitions, they book it in 30-minute slots, which goes to show you that it's really fast. So it's like stage makeup. You want to go dramatic so you can see it. They're really tan. You know how if you've seen the videos for bodybuilders, they have a lot of body tan, so their muscles really pop. Their body looks like very svelte. So I'm really just doing like making sure the face matches the tan body, and I'll probably just do like a quick smoky eye, highlight, contour, and a lip, you know, and lashes. Okay, so let's draw on some of these lips, y'all. Oh my gosh, did rhinestone fall off? Yep. See, I'm gonna definitely have to do duo. That's why I'm glad I practiced this. So anyways, I am gonna do the makeup, and then I'm gonna, it's like 7 people if my math is mathing correctly, and then I'm gonna go home, eat, and then get ready. I should be home by like 5 hopefully. Then my event's at 7, so I have to immediately get ready for my event, and I got a dress from Amazon. I'm gonna try to look pretty. It's a cocktail hour, and then that's from 7. I have to be there at 7. It's to 10 o'clock. So I'm literally doing makeup and then an event all day, so it's gonna be a long day. All right, let me trace this out. I think this is kind of one of those Monets where it looks good from far away, or it's really just a sum of its parts. Play with this brush. Oh no. Swirls and little flicks. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna do the cocktail event, and then I'm gonna have to watch my kids all day. And then the next day I have the early morning, 8 o'clock again, 8 to 9:30, 9:30 to 11, the 2 sugar skulls. Then I have a little break, and then I have a client at 2:45. So I'll come home because I don't want to be away from my kids all day. So I'll come back and give my husband like a little break if he wants to go to the gym or something, or run an errand for like 2 hours, and then I'll head back to the makeup studio and do the last gig. And sometimes I bring Bella with me because she knows how to behave, and she just has her like colored pencils, her iPad. She likes to draw on my like whiteboard at the studio. I feel like I'm definitely gonna have to get in there with my line work. So what I do as well is I take eyeshadow, and I'm gonna get in, see, I remember this because I used to do this more back when I was not a mom. I take my black eyeshadow or my white, and I just kind of do a faded design. So it makes it more like shadowed. That looks so much better just by like shading around the harsher lines. And then I can even be fancy and go in with like white and add like highlight. You know what I mean? Just like a little bit of highlight just to kind of give dimension. Yeah, that definitely adds some mess. I will work on this better, and then we'll see how that goes. Like I said, this will have to be duo glued, I mean. It's kind of a vibe just doing, actually, half of the face. Just gonna erase that. I think it actually looks okay, right? Yeah, I think, like I said, the rhinestones will be pink, or they'll be this light colored pink. And I might even do alternate, I'm not sure yet, we'll see. Maybe what I should do is I should outline. I'm wondering if I should go in and outline these like that once the rhinestone is on, because it's easier. It's almost like I have a stencil. And again, I am looking in the faraway mirror, so it's much harder to see. I think just all these little details really kind of make it more special. I fell off again. Looks good with the outline, so I'll do that for the day of the shoot. Alright, so this is my workshopping this Dia De Los Muertos look. Hopefully you guys learned a little something. Maybe you'll do this for the actual day as well. I'll try to get this video up tonight so that way you guys can play around. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I have a couple more videos up. I have a Shein haul. They actually sponsored it and they sent me some fashion and makeup, so that's exciting. So that will be soon. And then like I said, the get ready with me for the cocktail hour, I'll try to film it if I have time. And that's it. So I will see you guys in the next video. Ciao, Bellas.